Results now in from the primary elections, but what exactly does this mean moving forward? Joining us live via Zoom for an exclusive interview is Wright State University Associate Professor of Political Science, Lee Hanna. He's going to be breaking down some of the big races. Obviously, one of the biggest ones here for the state of Ohio is the Ohio gubernatorial race. And we now know former Dayton Mayor Nan Whaley will be taking on the current Ohio Governor, Mike DeWine. So when we're talking about that race, what exactly do you expect to see as we move towards November?
Sure. Well, Whaley's candidacy is historic, as the first woman to be on the top of a gubernatorial ticket in the state. And I think she will play to, many of these issues that are important to women and probably try to run a campaign, similar to, to even Biden, I think, in some ways, in trying to win back these suburban areas and, and to also have a really good ground game in the major cities in Ohio.
Now, do you think that could give her an edge over the current Ohio Governor, Mike DeWine? I mean, also, they're both local here from the Miami Valley.
Yes. I mean, DeWine has run statewide so many times now. He certainly does have the name recognition. He's an incumbent. It looks like the national environment is going to be better for Republicans than Democrats, so it's kind of flipped from 2018. So in those ways, looking at how Ohio has trended, you would expect DeWine to be in a pretty strong position, but certainly his team has got to be nervous about not even getting 50% of the vote in a primary. So there are some dissatisfied Republicans, mainly from the more conservative right wing of the party. And if he can't win them back, then that could be an opportunity for Whaley.
Also, the other big race, obviously, the Senate race for right now, Senator Rob Portman's seat. J.D. Vance winning former President Trump's endorsement. Now we know he will be facing off with Congressman Tim Ryan. How do you think that is going to play out over the next few months?
Yeah, so I think Tim Ryan has already been running a general election campaign. If you look at the way he's talked about China, the way he's talked about COVID protocols, he is trying to play more to the middle or even more conservative on some of those issues to try to win back some voters. His theory is that he can be another Sherrod Brown, where he can resonate in some of these blue-collar places that maybe other candidates cannot. It's worth noting in 2020, Joe Biden lost the state by about 8 points. Tim Ryan and his district only outran him by about 1.5 points. So you've got to ask, how can he improve a full 8 points when, again, now Biden is less popular and, the wins are going against him. So it's not an easy task for Ryan. But I think if you look at the leaders in this state, he makes a lot of sense as their best chance.
And importantly, the last question quickly, because I know we're running out of time. How do you think the Roe v. Wade Supreme Court draft decision could affect those races coming up in November?
Yes, I do think that that's going to have this could be significant, to be honest, and in particular, suburban, urban areas where this might mobilize in a way where historically the pro-life movement has had an easier time mobilizing than the pro-choice, I would argue, for electoral politics. This might, create a new level of mobilization for the pro-choice movement, which could help the Democrats in some of these close contests.
All right, Lee, thank you so much for breaking down these incredibly important races this morning. Great to see you, by the way.
Great to see you. Thanks.